So, welcome back, dear YouTube viewers. Xnick casting from Magic Duels, another game with my Cyborgs deck. Last time I was trying out some of the cards, but I came to the conclusion that combining both energy and lots of artifacts, it's a bit difficult. So I decided to split and do two variations of the deck. And today we'll be looking at the artifacts unit version of the deck, and next time hopefully we get to see the energy version of the deck. Let's hope that this one has a very more consistent gameplay than last time. So we are carrying lots of artifact synergies in our deck, and of course lots of artifacts, and a fair amount of removal for creatures. And so now in this deck the curve is much lower than before. We have some big endgame stuff to play with, and there's many cards that we left out that could be great in this deck. But first let's see how this one performs, and maybe we can change a bit. But at any rate, I think we are going to have our fun. And also I think that this deck is a bit slow in terms of its aggressiveness. It's going to be played more like a control style of deck, so I should expect long games, maybe. But depending on our draws, we might get to do a very serious aggression on the early stage of the game, but that requires a decent share of luck. So here my head is a bit slow, but I think the lands are decent, and we can begin with the Thraben Gargoyle here. So let's just do that, and let's see how the opponent responds here. So let's see, we are kind of telling the opponent what we want to play with this ugly looking face that we chose, but I don't think that matters too much. The opponent might be thinking that we are running some form of artifact deck with red vehicles and something. Now here, let's go with the Submerged Boneyard and pass. That's it. So no much action for us because we draw a land. Let's hope we get something that we can attack with. At some point, if this has survived enough, we might transform it into the Stonewing Antagonizer. But the untapped side is pretty decent. Most of the time, this is I haven't seen many players actually getting to flip the gargoyle and do something nice with that. So here now we have the Multiform Wonder that is very good, but we are against white and green, and I think I'm going to pass, and maybe just to mess up with the opponent, I'm going to pause when he casts something, just to make him think that we run counter spells that this deck hasn't, but the opponent doesn't know. Let's pause. Okay, this is a distraction technique. Well, it resolves. Opponent, we let you resolve your spell. That's Machiavellic. Now, but if we draw something that we want to play, no, that's fine. Let's go with I think the Inventor's Fair. Now, let's go with the Sunken Hollow and the second Gargoyle. That's fair. And we still are keeping the mana open for our hypothetic counterspell. So that should affect the plays from the opponent. But he's soon going to realize that we are bluffing. let's see, 5, and okay, we pause. It resolves. Now the opponent has too many lands up there, and yeah, that could mean that he wants to play Ulamog or something very large. Well, Ulamog is of course very awful against us, but any big creature or two, let's hope that we can deal with that using the bone splinters. And here, now let's see, I think the Filigree Familiar, I don't know, let's go with the Multiform Wonder so we can start attacking more profitable now. Now this one is also hard to kill for the opponent unless he runs artifact removal. It's quite likely that the opponent has Reclamation Sage. Playing green. Now here comes Nissa. That's very annoying to see. So we have to get rid of the Elvish Visionary or maybe transform the Gargoyle. We are 1 mana short for transforming one of our Gargoyles, but it would be great. So we do not have to spend the Bone Splinters to the Elvish Visionary. But we cannot afford to leave that Nissa up there. Now, the opponent, I imagine this sort of deck runs Green Guardian of Murasa, Pulse of Murasa, the Emeria Shepherd. It's quite possible that the opponent has all those. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Angel of Invention. And he chose the Servos? No. He doesn't like the Servos. That's good to know. Now maybe I should... Okay. A land, Noxious Gear Hulk. Targeting this. Not a land. So we are gaining life from this. Now I think I have to get rid of that one. More life gain. Okay, a second one of this is beautiful, and now we are trying to hit Nissa, but of course the opponent is going to kill. Now we cannot keep... Oh no, wait, I could keep this one flying. Come on, god damn it. Oh, now Nissa is going to get another +1. He gets to reveal one card and maybe put it on play. Mistake. I wanted this one to trample, but it only has Flying Vigilance or Lifelink. Bruna, oh, now she's going to bring back the Angel of Invention. Oh, we are losing against the ramp. Okay. The untapped land that we are going to draw is going to save us, because that untapped land means we get to kill Bruna. Oh boy. Ashaya. Can we survive this? Now the opponent also has a mountain there. That's that's scary. Now he has used the explosive vegetation before without switching that one. No, not good enough. So I could sacrifice the Inventor's Fair. Yeah, but it's too slow to gain some life. Okay, and alright. Workshop assistant. Woohoo! What? Ah no, this has to die. Yeah. It's not when we play it, when it dies, we get to recover the multiform wonder. So we need the land. If the opponent transforms Bruna, ah no, Bruna is in the undestructible. No, she's not. Oh, opponent, please transform Blue Bruna, please, pretty please. So you are familiar, yes. I need the card draw more than the other multiform wonder. Yeah, more card draw. That's what we need at this point. Yes, the land has come. Let's get the familiar. Grapple with the past. Centicar incarnate. What? He wants the incarnate. That's odd. Play Gisela. Play Gisela. Come on, you want to do it. Have you found your Gisela already? Come on. The incarnate. So, definitely I want to send the filigree familiar to the graveyard. Woodland Bellower. Oh no. I think the opponent is going to go ahead and search for the Reclamation Sage at this point. So the number of blockers is going to be drastically reduced. Well, we could double block. Yeah. We take 5, we draw. The opponent might have. What else? Whisper Weaver. So he flashes Bruna back. He's going to bring back the Angel of Invention. Oh, that's such a good deck, boy. Why do we have to fight against such a beautiful deck? No, he didn't. What? Ah, no, because you have to cast Bruna. Ah, that's why. That's why. Okay, Workshop Assistant. So we might transform the Gargoyle. Paying 6. We can, I think here the Multiform Wonder is better. And this time I have to not mess up with the stuff. 6 energy, so we can pay everything multiple times. Not that it matters, but we can make this one pretty big. At least we get to take down any of these two if the opponent decides to attack with them. At this point he's going to be able to activate the Nisa. Oh, Nisa is so powerful. Why do you run red just for the incarnate? Oh no, here comes the Reclamation Sage. No! Yeah. Goodbye. Well, defeated. Oh, please, please, Eldritch Evolution. Eldritch Evolution, Gisela, and we leave. Please do that. Please do the Eldritch Evolution. Do transform. Ah, that's not it. Ah. Oh, that's not it. The opponent doesn't want me to win. Oh boy. Alright, this is the moment that we regret not playing white and having planar outburst. And let's see if we get to draw some answer over here. Uh, just a land. Okay. Bang, we gain 7. But this guy is not going to be enough to hold the fort. And also Nisa is up there. He gets to draw more cards. He has Ulamog. Come on, you cannot not run Ulamog in your deck. Is this one? Is this Ulamog? No, but he's about to show up. Scry 5, then reveal, draw and gain life. Yeah, you have to have Ulamog up there. Don't lie to me. What? He draws 1 and gains 1 life. That's not what I was expecting. Now, of course, if he sends the incarnate, we have to sacrifice the Gearhulk. Yeah, and then 10. He has more than enough, even without connecting with the Syndicar incarnate. Oh, show us another one. Yeah. So a little bit of mana screw to begin with, and then mana flooded at the beginning and mana screwed at the end, and a very severe misplay that crippled my game, and then we lose against I should say a very powerful deck with lots of ramp, and maybe the opponent could defeat us earlier, but keep the morale up. Let's go ahead and try again. This deck should win sometimes. Yeah, the main issue is not to misplay, so I have to be very wary. So I failed to activate the Flying of the Wonder. Then the opponent got to keep his Nisa or her Nisa, and after that it was all downhill for us, because Nisa is so powerful if you don't kill her. Oh, I could have won, maybe. I mean, it's, it's not for sure that I could have won, but the chances would have been much, much higher. Now, let's see if we now can focus. Come on, focus. We have to play. We have to calculate all the plays. Your turn. We play first. We have 3 lands on hand and 2 2-drops, 2 3-drops. This is a keeper. And especially we get to scry a little bit. So let's begin with the blue. So a fair amount of life gain in my deck. I think that's the main reason that we were able to stay in the previous game so long. Okay, Swamp and the Contraband Keeping. So far, now this is if the opponent runs burn spells, this one is going to be doing a great job, standing against most of the cheap removal spells. Let's see, Thing in the Eyes, or red, it's going to be able to stop the... At least it prevents damage going to the face, but we get to gain some life. And even if the opponent has some haste creature, I think it's worth to attack here. Now the opponent is not afraid of instants and decided to block. And now going for the enthusiast, giving us two artifacts, so we scry 2 times. Yeah, and also at least we are going to be hitting for 2. Do I want the gargoyle? Maybe I want the lands here. So let's send this to the bottom. Workshop assistant. Now let's try to hit some more lands, and then we can keep scrying later on to find the creatures. This place on the weapon craft enthusiast should be very good. Uh-oh. This is bad news. Now we have to defeat the opponent ASAP. Now that's very good for us. Land. Okay, let's attack with everyone except this guy. Well, there is no point into attacking with this. Now, if the opponent finds his second Sphinx, it's game over. Okay. Let's go with the Filigree Familiar, because if I display next turn, I can displace the Familiar, gaining more life, but I don't think this much is going to matter. That now I kept the Workshop Assistant on top this time, because, okay, if the assistant dies, no biggie. Oh, now the opponent is going to self-mill in order to make us lose a lot of cards. Dire situation over here. Workshop assistant. Let's think. Okay, we have to hit the face of the opponent hard. Confirm. Displace. Should I save the familiar? Yes, I need the damage on board. Now keep in mind that he's going to mill the cards that we leave on top of our library. So do I want to mill this one? No. Create the art. Okay, 2 more scries. Bottom and top. Now at least yeah, at least we know for sure that it's not going to duplicate the mill. But oh boy. So wow, 4 times. Now we can't try to bring the Sky Sovereign from the graveyard with the Workshop Assistant, but look at this. The opponent is at 5 mana, he has red too. Ouch. Now he gets to draw even more. Oh boy. And it's just a matter of time before he finds another Sphinx. Okay, just there are 2 types of players in Magic the Gathering. The ones that play for fun and the ones that play mill. And the mill players just want to troll either half. So I think it's fair to attack first with everyone. except this guy. Okay, we get to draw something. We hit for 3. This is a bit slow. And we drew another inverted sphere. Not going to be good enough. Yeah, what to do here? Okay, let's go with the multiform one. There, maybe this guy let us connect with plenty of damage at some point. Now the opponent is going to at least mill us for 10 more. So we are going to be left with 19 cards. Or maybe less. We've lost that one. A second of those. That means we can't. This is the end. My only friend, the end. No, he couldn't. He did not find. Or he doesn't want to use bone splinters, I presume. Maybe he wants to use the displays. No, bone splinters indeed against this guy. But he has to sacrifice. I wonder if he wants to get rid of Thing in the Eyes. No. This boy. Okay. Now he has only 3 cards in hand, but if one of those is the Sphinx. Okay, I mean, I already have lost my hopes, but so I could do this. I get to scry twice. Woohoo! Top you go. Top you go. And I could play this, and I want to keep this guy and play the gargoyle. Yeah. Now what happens if I attack? I have 4 attackers, so at least 1 point of damage gets in. And we get to keep 2 of our attackers alive. Have I lost both marionette masters? There is one. Okay. We have still one of them there. He's not activating. If he activates this, if he says yes, we lose on the spot. Whoa. Well, she's still there, but we only have 11 cards, and now we have no cards. We have no more cards in the deck. Okay, the meal has occurred, and that's it. So that's the reason why you should run enchantment removal in all of your decks, but too bad Black has definitely no means to deal with enchantments, and for blue, only imprisoned in the moon is an option. So let's concede because we are going to get mill next turn. So let's see. Let's think about imprisoned in the moon, just in case of very nasty removals. So let's do that. So if we want to win against control decks, we need something to stop that. Okay, so we can get 2 copies of this. Should I? But now I have too many cards. Okay, let's get rid of one of the workshop assistants. I don't know, I don't think I like them too much. After all, in this deck, getting them to die is not so easy, so we uh, cannot take advantage of the ability. So let's get rid of that, and to replace one of them, I'm going to play with another copy of Tamillo's journal. And now let's go ahead and try to win once. Come on. And if the opponent has another Sphinx tutelage deck, well, there's a little hope of getting imprisoned in the moon and trying to stabilize with that. The imprisoned in the moon also can deal with planeswalkers. Yeah, that's pretty relevant for our deck. So I think it's a fine addition. A very controlled one. Well, speaking of Rome, there it is, but the hand is too slow. That's a pity because we cannot play much. Okay, this is promising. So we might get to activate the spy network with this hand, and the Council of Innovation is looking good. Now the opponent has dropped planes and no 1-mana cards, so I take the option to play this tapped land. Now let's see if we draw a 2-drop, otherwise I can play the gargoyle. Alright, looking good, because now we are getting closer to play caravan. Ireland, of course. So next turn we can play the caravan. We're not going to be able to crew that one. A Crown Sergeant. First strike and renowned. White and red. White and red. This speaks of plenty of auras. I think I'm going to save the Bone Splinters for when the opponent uses some enchantment on the Crown Sergeant. Maybe he has equipment, that's an option too. Let's see what happens here. Should I block with the gargoyle? I don't think, because the gargoyle can be used as fodder for bone splinters. Also, the servos or the weaponcraft enthusiast too could serve as fodder for this guy. So the opponent not playing much still. Alright, now second caravan. Very tempting here. But on the long, I think playing the spy network. So assume that the opponent does not run enchantment removal. I think is the best play to get the spy network. We have tons of life gain later on, and we get a steady stream of tokens and artifacts with this enchantment. We are going to be taking more damage, but the worst case scenario, the opponent has enchantment removal. Oh boy. Damn it. What? No, that's wrong. That's not the one. You had to remove the spy network, boy. What now? What to do here? Well, I'm guessing that if I play this caravan, the opponent is going to kill that one again. I can use the gargoyle now, or the enthusiast with counters. Then at some point the Padim gives our guys hex proof. Yeah, I'm going to go with this one. Counters, it becomes a 2-3. Should I know? I think I'm going to go. Wow. Well, I broke the game. Ouch. Ow! I broke the game. How can I... Please, save me! Superman, save me! Back. Oh, what? Oh, something. I pressed backspace, and that happened. And now, what can I do? Oh boy, that's awful. It's still there. What if I zoom another one? Oh, okay, that. Phew. Oh, it went away. Now I wanted probably the tokens instead of the counters, but maybe I get to stop the sergeant now. So base case scenario, we get a land that lets us play Padim. We have to get rid of Nahiri ASAP. She could destroy the spy network just now, but sacrificing the Nahiri. I think Savage Lions is going to kill the both artifacts. Yeah. Not cool. Well, but at least now I know that having the counters was better. Skip locking. How can we proceed here? So we can play the caravan and the gargoyle. Now Nahiri is going to go for the +2. Is she going to draw this card? Oh, energy. Yes, swamp. That's good. That is very good. So playing this leaves us with 2 mana open. Let's go just with this one. I can attack that Nahiri with my weapon craft. And I'm going to use the caravan, knowing I'm perfectly aware that the opponent can remove the caravan, but I want the Thopters, therefore this is a must. Now he can remove the enthusiast, but he decides that the Thopter is the most problematic, and I think that's pretty decent choice. Young Kernel R, Bone Splinters, or Gear Hulk. So we need one more land, Angelic Destiny, over this guy. Well, I'm glad I'm keeping the Bone Splinters for this guy. Okay, but a land should be much better for us at this point in time. Yes, 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 yes. Here we go. We gain 7 life. Okay, the opponent has that one. Is going to be very annoying. Let's send this guy to attack because there's not much else that we can do at this moment. The Angelic Destiny, it's going to be very annoying. Opponent might choose to crew the caravan. And he drew another one. What's going to be? So 8 on the air. And 9 with the new Thopter. So we are going to be at 2. So well, he is not able to crew that anymore. Yeah, but he has 3 flyers, and even if we kill Piankiran, he gets to play again. We can transform this, prevent some more damage, but still not enough. He can use Piankiran Alert and sacrifice to kill maybe one of our guys. So I'm going to be, I mean, if I attack with this, I can't crew the caravan. If I attack with this, yeah, let's attack with this, and let's see how the opponent responds. Not looking good at all. Alright, I think I can survive for one more turn, but Angelic Destiny on this, sure. Attack with everyone and transform. Yeah, the opponent chose to hold back his other artifacts. Somehow we get to survive for one more turn. Opponent had little, but I think he forgot that. Yeah, but okay, 4 flyers. And doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do anything here. Okay, another lose, but come on, Nahiri, come on, who plays with that? Damn it, that Planeswalker. I think we should make a movie when we scream like in Star Trek, Nahiri! Right, another loss. Of course, we have a tough time against the Flyers. That's probably the main reason that the opponent wanted to remove the spy network there. Okay, but never give up, and we are going to go against, of course, uh, retrospectively, by if I have kept the initial hand with the imprisoned in the moon, all would have been better, but we did not have the lands to play that one, so it was too risky to keep. But by the end of the game, I think we might be thinking otherwise. Yeah, but two hands in my deck, I mean two lands in the starting hand is bad in my deck. Now we are dropping ranks. Let's see what kind of opponents we meet here. This, we are seeing too much of that gargoyle all the time. So let's get this one first. Another whiteys. The chances of this being another white-red deck is pretty high, because that's one of the quicker ways to gain coins. Many players use these colors to gain quick and also to lose quick. That's the fastest way to gain more and more coins. So yeah, the Kidion, very efficient here. Okay, I think I can play the King Pink, and the opponent might have Gideon's Reproach or Celestial Flare that will kill our contraband Kingpin, but we might find out if he chooses to attack. It's likely that he has those. Oh, blue is not what I first suspected. Reflector Mage. So this is a aggro tempo deck, baby humans. These two are humans. Ouch. Alright, more lands, so beautiful, and I'm going with the counters. No, just because if the opponent has white, he might have some form of sacrifice card, and if he wants to bounce the Weaponcraft Enthusiast, it's going to be painful for him. And if he bounces these tokens, well, he's spending a card, and I'm not. Therefore, I think it's better against a blue-white deck to have many creatures. So let's hope we get something expensive, because we have 4 lands in my hand. That's a mana flood. Should I prevent? No, escape blocking. The opponent wants to play something, because he could have sent Kithion and make this one undestructible. Now, if we could draw our removal, it will be so nice. No removal, so let's go with the King Pink. Let's scry with this gargoyle. And of course, any land is going to go. Okay, okay. Now we're talking. So, that is 6 mana. We can get there. What I have to do is just survive long enough. The opponent has 8 power on the board. We can maybe gain some life with the kingpin, but the opponent can also tap one of our blockers. We have to survive 2 more turns. Yeah, we are going to be forced to sacrifice maybe the weapon craft. Okay, let's see. Opponent, what are you going to play now? Come on, the Marionette Master might save us. Now, if the opponent has some enchantment, such as the Always Watching, yeah, that would be very problematic. Evolving Wilds. Is he running a third color? I don't think so, because he has Sanson Breach that becomes tapped, and running 3 colors could be very odd. So he can attack with everyone and flip Gideon. Actually, that would be good for us. That gives us more time to play our Marionette Master. Come on, let's look at the artwork of the tokens, because these are very nice. There's a person in the background, and this is like a tiny miniature robot. Yeah. Okay. A flyer. No attacks. Oh, thank you for not attacking us. Thank you very much. Yeah. Oh boy. This is a bit scary. Now the opponent has yeah, 10 damage on board and 2 cards in hand. Yeah, let's get 2 more servos up here. Let's scry 2 times. Displays on top, because the displays is very nice with these 2 guys. Skip the attack. Now we want to prevent as much damage as possible, but we want to keep the tokens alive, so we may sacrifice them with the master. I mean, sacrifice, I mean, we have to send them to die at some moment. Alright. Now, I don't know why the opponent did not attack last time. Maybe he was scared of me having an insane pump up and doing little damage on the retaliation, but he might transform Kithian, and that actually helps us, because the other side, this is one of the less impressive planeswalkers. Nothing too special going on most of the time. He's tapping the Kingpin, so we do not get to gain life this time. Now could attack just for 2 in the air. He has 2 more white to tap another one of our blockers. So he's deciding what to play. Maybe he got stuck with another screen like this. Okay, let's see. Just 2. That's fine. Another. Alright, now let's block the damage here. Yeah, no point into not preventing that damage, even that we are going to miss two activation of this, but we have the displays coming up next. Can we kill him? No. We can't kill Gideon with this guy. Right. Now, the only thing is that the opponent might have some bounce spell. I could transform the gargoyle and remove Gideon. Then, no, I think that's not the best play here. This is much more risky, but the reward is much greater. I could displace the marionette. Yeah, I just realized that I could do that. Now the opponent has to be very careful if he decides to attack us, because I can use all the artifacts as the blockers. He can make Gideon indestructible. Reprisal and oh, dude, you had to have that. Oh, oh, sad face. Look, that's what you get for not using the servos. He's tapping this guy, I presume. What? He's going to tap another one. Let's see. Okay, well, there's another one at somewhere in our deck, and we might just try to find it with the Kingpin and the displays. We get to scry 4 times if these guys survive. And I think that's too wise. He's going to attack with Gideon here. No, he's not attacking with Gideon. That's amusing. Yeah, what are you going to do? So the opponent has been pretty passive with his attacks. Now this is interesting. I think I'm going to go ahead and kill that Gideon right away, because it's too annoying for us. Maybe the opponent has another reprisal up there. Now what? The opponent is able to tap 2 of our guys. Then he could attack with everyone. But now we have a flyer. He might want to tap this so he can attack with his flyer. This is like Godzilla with wings. And he did not tap anyone. Strange. This is looking bad. What does he have? Is he going to bounce something here? Alright. Alright, let's displace before doing anything else so we get to scry. What is he doing? He wants to... he might have Archangel Abyssin. Means that the Bone Splinters won't be as good. Dispel. He did a counter spell. Alright, fair enough. But then we are going to hit. Gideon's report. Well, at least we got rid of his hand. Now, goodbye this. Okay. Now my board is looking pretty sad, but at least we got to make the opponent play all of his cards. That is you never expect this one. Now hopefully he starts to draw lands and we start to draw something useful. But I think it's about time that we draw a land for us. That's bad. Frostlinks. Get hit for 4. Should I prevent that? No. I imagine that I can prevent that later with this. No point to do it this time. We might use this later on. So the master, let's make some tokens here. Scry, no land for sure. Spider Work, yes, that should be good for us. Continue, not to mention that now we can pump up our trafficker. The only thing is that we are at 5 and well, not looking exactly good, but now Nimbus Wings. Damn you! No, he misplayed. No, attack with the links. Well, this deck so far is being a failure. Let's see, what time is it? Alright, it's about time that we decide to move on and try something else. I mean, the games were pretty amusing and interesting, but apparently either I'm playing horrible or the deck is not good enough to defeat the guys. So next time we are going to be trying the energy version of this Kaladeshian flavored deck and try to figure out some way to prevent us from losing so much. So until next time, sayonara.